Welcome back.
Nick and Lex here.
Hey, everyone.
How's it going? So tonight, we're going to do a marathon for Matt. And first of all, I wanted to say thank you so much, Matt. It's been over a month since you requested this. And I think the unexpected thing was that this marathon I was going to do by myself.
Yes. And now I'm here.
So now Lex is part of the marathon, and I hope that makes up that we took so long, but we moved from the U.S. to Spain, and we had to buy all this stuff and set up and, get our papers in order and just, keep on living.
We're still in the process, but
Yes.
it is a process that will take its time. And it's been exactly 29 days since you requested this. So thank you very, very much for your patience and for also reassuring us multiple times that there was no hurry. Yeah. We appreciate that very much as well. I'm super intrigued with what we're going to do today. The band Kino, and we're going to do 2 songs from their Picture album, and then we're going to do Lonely Robot from the Please Come Home album.
And I mean, it's right down our alley. If this is your first time watching the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy your time. But yeah, we did start out, reacting to prog.
Absolutely.
Progressive rock from the 70s, 80s. We did our 90s stuff. We've done more modern stuff like, Porcupine Tree, Dream Theater. And this is where this band comes in.
Yes.
So the band members of Kino, which is kind of funny because Kino means
movie
cinema
theater.
in German.
Yeah, cinema.
They have worked with Steven Wilson and Porcupine Tree, and it is considered neo-prog, which is what we love. Also Marillion, I think he mentioned, right?
Yes, some band members have worked with some of those bands, Marillion, Arena, Porcupine Tree, and then but the main guy, Matt described, his name is John Mitchell, and he's guitarist, vocalist, producer, and then Lonely Robot is him solo. So that's kind of like his artistic name is Lonely Robot. So super intrigued to look into him and his work, plus whatever the other band members in Kino bring to the table.
Yes. And so they're UK based. It says neo-prog supergroup. I can't wait. I mean, we've learned so much throughout the years, through Genesis and, everything. Yes. And there's so many bands we've listened to on the channel. So if you want to check those out, please subscribe. And also thank you so much, Matt, because you're this is the first time that you actually requested sponsored a request such as this is a marathon. So thank you so much for that as well.
Yes.
So without further ado, you want to get into it? What is the next? What is the song?
So the first song is "Losers Day Parade," which is the opening track of the album Picture from 2005.
Nice.
Let's do it. Thank you, Matt.
Thank
you, everyone. Let's enjoy this together. Let's do this.
Let's check it out. Sounds like Megadeth.
With keys.
Some ELO.
Nice reference, yeah.
Fingers up, but predictions are low. Carry you all the way to the show. So for now, you got nowhere to go. I'll drop you later. These are the days, and the stakes are so high. No one will say that they care much as I do.
Okay, we're gonna go back to
Yes.
254. Very, very interesting. This whole thing, like, it sounds. First of all, like it threw me off at first. Like the first syncopated. I couldn't find the rhythm.
I tried to follow along.
I was like,
and I was
because
just
we
like,
kind of like to drum along and we do our air stuff, but I was kind of totally thrown off, and it sounds literally like grunge. It sounds like grunge. The first the first minute and 50 seconds, and then it switched into this like Beatlesque.
yes,
ELO
I was thinking Beatles, and then
vibe.
you said ELO, and I was like, okay, that's even better.
Right.
Yeah,
Because ELO kind of took it to the next
Yes.
step. That kind of like
the same style, but a little more.
yeah. That Sgt. Pepper kind of like thing. But yeah, they sound very grungy with proggy elements, but it reminded me of like Nirvana, you know, of that kind of grunge, you know, very distorted and very, but obviously it's not. It's going to be full of surprises 9 minutes. So, but yeah. It's
I'm
really
loving
cool.
it. I'm really loving it too. The bass is really cool. Just everything that I'm focusing on is so like out there, you know. I love the keys in here too, because you said it sounds like Megadeth, but then I was like with keys.
Thank you
know?
so much for catching that, because it was that da 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 da.
Yeah.
Hangar 18, that title track. I think the first track on the album has that vibe.
That's cool.
If you haven't heard that song, please do so. It has that vibe of that little kind of like diminished like scale. You know? Chord progression. So, all right, let's go back to it.
Yeah, I'm loving this.
Very, very cool.
No one will say that they care much as I do. So she waits for you by the stage, so glittering and deranged. so stupid your remedial behavior. With all this comfort purchase and you still don't learn. You sound life divine, feet influence mine, charcoal color of your soul. I carved your heart on my skin, never with my thoughts when I turn to sing. Cut the wire with a pointless hour, meaningless never should have been. The architect was a pretty song, dead and ever for the kids gone home. Immaculate trees, chasing beautiful seas, damn. Signs for life. Hey, Mr. Nameless, do I seem a bit insensitive? I'm trying to forget what you are.
Wow, this is
Very
so
cool.
good.
Well, I'm hoping you have seen us, and it should not come between us. So how could you let it go this far? Did nobody's in company cause
I try and reassure them that they're actually normal. Perhaps it's redefining what's normal that we need to do.
is that the radio that's safely saturating you? I pray that you remember when the wheels stop spinning. I walk towards the wreckage and I dream of Middle England. This consolation traveled so far. That nobody is in company cause 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 there's loneliness wherever you are. That nobody is in company cause.
Very, very good guitar.
Do you think it's gonna bleed over? Let's see if it bleeds over. I don't know. It sounds like it's ending.
Wow, that was
Oh my
so
goodness.
good. Very, very good. Like just like not what I expected. Like sometimes when you listen to these bands, it's like, well, it's gonna be the typical Dream Theater fest. Very. I don't know. They kept it very original. I like that it's even though it was 2005 when, for example, Dream Theater was at the height of their fame, and they're still. you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was very easy to go there because people like that, very progressive, kind of almost like the Rush formula,
Yes.
but a little bit more extreme. I think this just felt different. I love, I just want to point out things that I really love that before I forget, and then we go to you. I mean, the voice is amazing by this guy, and his guitar playing. Did you hear that solo? How complex it was?
So melodic.
It was
too.
really, really like good, like beautiful shredding, but he didn't overdo it, but it was just kind of like a little taste of what he can do. And then he kept it a little bit more simple throughout, but I love that he plays lead guitar and lead singer.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And I loved how you kind of like, sometimes we love to drum. And sometimes there's like, usually you kind of feel when there's a fill.
Yeah.
And then you want to do it and it wasn't there.
It wasn't there.
So
I was
we
like,
were
we
were kind of like caught off
you
guard.
got me. Yeah.
Yeah.
That, just the whole composition felt very complex, but at the same time very familiar. It was really just like I could hear the influences and the projects that all of these people are in, you know. It's like that classic, just like neo prog. I know exactly who would like this. I think Eric Meredith would really like this.
I was thinking of him literally throughout the first 5 minutes, and then I kind of got distracted.
Yeah.
It was a longer song, but you're totally right, Eric.
Yeah. And I really also enjoyed at some points there was some cool backing vocals. Just the whole song in itself, all the different parts that it had, it still felt like it really did flow, you know? It was very awesome how they were able to put in those like little yellow kind of pieces in there and then come back and super heavy.
That's the only thing I can think of.
And
the only band that would do that.
And then the female vocalist was also super beautiful and came in at a wonderful time. And I was just like, that's, it really was just very like a hug, you know?
Very, very cool. Just the bass is the only instrument I kind of didn't hang on to. I kind of like overheard it. I wish I wouldn't have, but it's like sometimes when on a first time listen, you just hang on to certain things. I love that you were playing. Alexia was doing this,
the keys
down here, and I was like, "Oh yeah, the keyboards, playing those little arpeggios there, just beautiful, really cool album opener." And she loves you.
I love album.
They set a nice expectation, so what's to come?
Yeah, and overall, I really just felt like I said, it was just very well measured. It was polished,
and heavy.
It was heavy, but it was
really
just
heavy.
Carefully structured so that it's still accessible, you know, like it didn't feel overly complex or overly deep, you know, like it felt like just very wonderful. All of the arrangements, all of the nuances and the ambient things that he was doing with his guitar, just everything just felt top.
I bumped into the mic twice with my glasses. We're just not used to this setup yet, but I hope you guys really enjoy this. And there's a lot of people who hear this and they're automatically say, "Oh, reminds me of Spock's beard. Oh, reminds me of Styx."
Yeah.
You have to kind of like listen to more and get into the whole, because after the 70s and 80s, there was a lot of progressive music that is very, very good and that you guys still don't know. And I wish people would take like the leap of faith and just like, take, because there's people that are like, "Oh my God, everything you guys put on the channel, I end up buying because it's so good."
I love that.
Instead of like, comparing it to something of the past. And I know we're doing that as well, but we've heard a lot of newer progressive rock, so I don't even do those comparisons. I think it's very original.
Absolutely. And I know like the band Frost that we did definitely reminds me of that,
which is also very new. They're from the 2000s.
Yes, exactly. So there's a lot of cool new music out there. For example, this from 2005, like 20 years ago. So just like Nick said, it's cool to listen to the old 70s stuff that inspired these guys, but it's also cool to listen to what came after that. So let's keep going.
Letting Go. So let's go with Letting Go, second track on the album. Let's play it.
Let's do it.
Came and walking from the rain. she spotted me again. Flags of fancy from now on. Separation only born. If the only thing I see will replace the child in me to become so ignorant, only wishing heaven sent. But it's you that leaves me here in silence and sadness. It's you that leaves me far away. It's you that leaves me here in silence and sadness. But I wanna be next to you.
Wow.
The bass and the guitar.
Here I am for all to see.
Very melodic, beautiful.
Parted beside me. Dismal looks and overview. Something here in front of you. If the only thing I see comes between both you and me, to remain so ignorant,
Wow, man. That was something.
There was so much going on.
But so so much harmony and man, like I don't know. It was just beautiful what he was doing with his voice. Just the whole like vocal part was beautiful, like very
from the very beginning, it was just very different from the first track.
It was more ballady, of course. I love that he went into the higher register with his voice.
Yeah.
And I just loved like the whole guitar that
the guitar was super
beautiful,
warm, and just like, I don't know, it kind of sounded
something. Yes, John Petrucci just does. I'm not saying he played anything like John Petrucci, but what I love about John Petrucci's solos that every time he starts a solo, it's almost like I'm gonna cry now.
This sounded very emotional.
Yeah, it's just like a very emotional touch. He always does it, and then he gets more into the shredding, but he always has this theme going on.
Yes.
And what I loved here, the guitar was doing something very beautiful, and the bass was like...
Yes, yes.
Just everything, man. And then you were doing something that I couldn't kind of hear.
Well, I think it was the keys or something, because it sounded kind of like... like nothing like that, by the way, but like just a little twinkling. I think it was probably the keys doing like little tiny just arrangements, that I couldn't
hear it. I was like, what is she hearing?
Really?
Like, I wish I could. I think my brain was just focused on the time signature or something.
Yeah, and I was kind of just like,
you were like in a different like dimension.
Yeah.
But hey, that's like that's what I actually thought that she's hearing something completely different right now, and I'm listening to something.
That's what's awesome about that's what's awesome about listening to music with someone else. You can both be listening to the same thing, but hear totally different things.
That's the cool thing when you listen to Pink Floyd, with your friends when you're stoned. You hear something completely different than they're listening to.
Yes.
And then you can be like, hey, did you check that out? That's the beauty of listening to music.
Exactly.
Are we ready for Lonely Robot?
Yes.
So I just love this. And this is now him by himself, right?
Yes, this is now all him.
John
Mitchell? Just totally solo. Personal project of his. It says it gives him more freedom to explore themes, sounds, and styles that may not fit precisely within a band.
Okay.
So yeah,
but it says here neo prog, progressive rock, pop rock with crossover prog leanings. Very, very interesting. So this is on the newer side, right? And it's so funny that we said new music, and then it's like 20 years. It's 20 years old.
Literally 2005.
Yeah.
So, by the way, that album that we just heard by Kino was their first album. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then Please Come Home is 2015. So exactly 10 years after that. And exactly 10 years ago.
Yeah.
2000. You're
when
right.
We left Mexico.
Yes, sir.
I'm ready. Again, thank you so much, Matt, for sponsoring this marathon. We're having a blast. This is very, very cool. And thanks, everyone, for being here, watching it. Please give the video a like if you like what we're doing here.
Yes.
And also support the channel by subscribing. You can catch us on Patreon. We have 80 full albums today.
Please go check them out.
We've uploaded our 80th album that we've done in full. And, man, I'm really, really happy,
We have a lot of stuff on there, guys. So please check it out and support us on this awesome journey that we're on. And thank you, Matt, for supporting us in this way.
Yes,
showing us new music, sponsoring.
While I'm at it, doing the commercial, we have created a new channel, which is called NicknLex Life, that has nothing to do with music. It's just our two wacky
selves.
And that's what we do there. We post stuff, about food, about music, us playing our own instruments and stuff like that. We're just getting started. We have like 5-6 videos on that. But hey, if you enjoy our company, I think you might enjoy it.
Check it out.
All right.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
God versus man.
God versus man.
What did I say?
I thought you said good. Oh.
First you build a fire, raise it to the sky. Have the edge on everyone, dares to wonder why. One by one they worship you, bow at your command. Then you seek to better your position and your stand. So then you build a city, you flatten all you see, and all of those who follow you are blinded by the dream. And from the highest tower, you applaud what you've become. But greed and progress tunnel you and push ambition on. On and on, you build machines in kindness. But one day soon, the architects will find us. And God passes there. God passes there. God passes
This reminds me a little bit of more like a the Matrix had a very like industrial sounding
Yes.
soundtrack
Yes.
because the Matrix and it's a machine, it's like robots and that
I can totally see this.
I've heard that before. I think by a band called last time I was talking about the Matrix, I wanted to mention that band and it's called something. There's so many like good bands on the soundtrack of the Matrix, but I can't remember. But they have like Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, nice.
And it's like
Okay.
not all like rock music. It's some techno on there.
Okay.
But this has a little bit of this industrial vibe. I really like it.
I can see
And I
that.
like this more aggressive kind of like screaming.
Yes.
Not really screaming, but it's a little bit more aggressive. It's
Yeah.
a really cool.
And the voice
sound.
effect also at the beginning. I like how he sounds far away a little bit. In several Porcupine Tree songs, you can hear that.
It
like,
did remind me a little bit of Steven Wilson, just the style, like
Yeah.
the way he sings, and he sometimes uses like a little bit of a filter
Yes.
in the microphone that has that distance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool observation. I'm gonna look up that band now, so
Okay.
let's keep going.
Okay.
blinded devotees, assembling vast wooden ships across the widest sea. And other lands you set upon are guided by your rage. Any slight resistances are written off the page. So then you build a rocket and you point towards the sky. Into the ambition and no cause to
That
question
bass.
why. You start the search celestial to find the one who made the reckoning. The architect will stand across your way. So on and on, we build machines in kindness. But one day soon, the architects will find us. God passes there.
those voices.
Whatsoever, and occurring concurrently in cities as far apart as London and Tokyo. Some reports describe these occurrences as retribution of a biblical nature.
I think Pink Floyd made that a staple of theirs, though.
Yeah.
Described as man versus God.
Wow, that galloping.
And still the guitar. I was not expecting a fade out in this song. You know, it
just
sounded like it was going to end like that. Yeah.
I think they're going to fade into like the boy and the radio.
Yeah, probably.
Very cool track. So I was talking about the Prodigy. Maybe I'm off, you know, but that
I don't really know that band, but I know the soundtrack of The Matrix, so I know totally that this song could perfectly fit in there because of that.
Oh,
like,
yeah. And also,
feel.
like, maybe just even the lyrics a little bit, you know. I don't know. Maybe.
Well,
very cool.
That
very
was very,
cool
very
band.
good.
Very different from Kino. I love that. And I love that he kind of like said, well, you know, that's what I love about, you know, musicians. And this is like, he's also being described as a virtuoso multi-instrumentalist.
Yep.
So not just good on the guitar, everything else, you know, that's really cool. I love that his name is John Mitchell.
Me
like
too.
Joni Mitchell.
Me too. I can't
We're
help but
fans.
just like read that.
Yeah, it's like,
when I
okay,
read.
it's her son. You know, like obviously.
They must be related.
They must be related because of the last name. But no, very cool. I really enjoyed that.
Me
it
too.
reminded me also a little bit of Muse for some reason.
Yeah.
And Muse is also
I
very
could see
new.
that for sure.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this track. I think it had a little bit of everything. I really enjoyed also that. Sorry, I heard something. I don't know what it was. Oh, it's Marley.
Oh, he's like.
He's literally snoring. That like Pink Floyd kind of part of the speaking, I've always been drawn to that. And yeah, just like
He's literally snoring.
I don't know if you guys can hear him, but it's hilarious. But yeah, just, you know, the way that he just delivers that message vocally and with the guitar, it is very expressive, you know. It is very dramatic. And
again, the solo. Like, I love that it was just slow build up and then a little bit of but not too much. It's like not overplaying, you know.
Yeah.
Like, that's something I would kind of do if I would write a song and they wanted a solo. I think I would try to put, instead of like, maybe my former self, my 15-year ago self would be like, I'm gonna play as much notes as I can, but now it would be like 5 good notes, you know, and then maybe a little bit of a passage to build a little bit of drama, but I would kind of use the space. Oh my god, he's like dying over there. No, he's just very, like, Marley is a very expressive animal, and even when he sleeps, you know, he shows that too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're good on time. One more song, and again, if you enjoy, please like the video, give it a like, leave a comment.
This is wonderful.
What do you think of this newer music? One is 20 years old.
The other one is
so
10.
It's like, guys, like you were
I
pretty
mean,
much in your prime when this came out.
Yeah.
And then this music right now is 10 years ago, so it's not that new.
No, but it is newer than,
Obviously
50
it's newer
years
than
ago.
listening to the Stones,
yeah.
right?
So this is awesome. Thank you, Matt. Let's end this with Humans Being from that same album. Please Come Home.
All right.
To me, it underscores our responsibility to deal more kindly and compassionately with one another, and to preserve and cherish that pale blue drop, the only home we've ever known.
That's the robot from Lost in Space.
Light, neon of rival sight. Slowly she brings this fight. You should be out of sight, but that's another thing. And I know how it seems, yeah, I know how it feels all the while. We're still making mistakes with our feet on the brakes, but we keep on driving. Oh, don't be so hard on yourself, so hard on yourself. All we have done, all of the people we've been. Take this flag and wave it again, just wave it again. All we have done, all of the things we have seen. We're only humans being. All these things scattered like angels' wings, ready to trust or not. It's just a pale blue dot, but it's the only one. And I know how it seems, yeah, I know how it feels all the while. We're still making mistakes with our feet on the brakes, but we keep Fading light, neon of rifle sight.
Wow. Beautiful,
That
man.
was so good.
Right?
So good.
That
That was
was-
absolutely different than
That was almost
obviously.
my favorite. I don't know, maybe the solo stole the show. That solo was beautiful.
it was really
because it's like how like melodic can you go,
good.
and it's like it's so good. And just the da 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 ba ba ba, very memorable. You know, and then also that you notice the
and
other voice
or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
whatever it was doing, like
vibrato.
yeah, just amazing.
Very good. Why does it say Munich down here? Oh, there's a
It's
song
a song.
called Munich
I know, I saw it earlier.
from Oak. This was, I think, I mean, I love the first one. You know, Losers a Day Paradise, beautiful, heavy. I love that you showed us like a heavy one and a not so heavy one from
Yes.
both bands. So we got
Yes.
like the best of both worlds from each
I
project.
agree.
So that was wonderful. But I have to say, this man is a wonderful guitar player and singer, and just everything together is just great. You know. Very,
Yeah,
very
I
good.
did feel like the lyrics of Lonely Robot were a little more introspective and just profound, especially these, like this one. I mean, humans being, that's weird to say. I really enjoyed the lyrics of this one. And yeah, the guitar work was wonderful. Just the pacing of the song was great. I really enjoyed all of the songs and just kind of getting to know this artist through these 4 songs. I think you did a wonderful job, Matt.
Yes,
You know,
yeah.
I wonder
Thank
what
you.
others will think who know John Mitchell.
Yes. Thank you so
but yeah.
much. And if Mr. Mitchell, if like, because sometimes, yes, we have, you know, the honor that people, the artists watch our
Yes,
videos. Thank you
yes.
so much. And when you comment, that's like for us, like the
Like,
ultimate honor.
wow.
Like we
Yeah.
always are starstruck, you know, because we appreciate the talent and the time that goes into to creating an album or just a song, you know, and especially of this caliber where so much thought gets put into the music. It's really difficult to play this stuff. So
Yes.
it's not just like 3 chords, you know, and it's like progressive music is just very admirable. You know?
It definitely is. And, you know, it's a wonderful thing to be doing what you love and to do it so well and to be collaborating with other people who clearly have the same ideas as you, and how wonderful, you know, that you've been able to do that. So thank you guys so much for watching this with us. Thank you, Matt. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you,
Of
Alexia, for sitting in
course.
the marathon. I mean, you usually don't
course.
do these, you know. It's a little bit longer, you know. It's a little bit more, you know, content,
Yeah.
and it's maybe
it's
you know
good.
maybe you're not used to, but thank you for doing
Of
this, and we're gonna do more.
course.
So guys,
Yes.
keep out an eye on Buy Me a Coffee if you want to sponsor a marathon. We're gonna focus more on single songs, honestly. But if you want to sponsor, if you really want to sponsor a marathon, email us to
Yes.
nicknlex11@gmail.com. But we will open up the requests on Buy Me a Coffee. So keep an eye out.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for your support. Like Nick said, please make sure you like the video. It really helps. Please subscribe to the channel if you're interested. And we hope to see you all in the next one.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.